Yesterday, I realized that chapter 12 had missing lines. So Kusatagarbha Bodhisattva will endow these persons with wisdom upon awakening. They will then have sufficient wisdom to understand the sutra, remembering every sentence of stanza forever. If people in the future suffer from insufficient food and clothing, unsuccessful in whatever they wish to do, always attacked by sickness or disastrous happenings, accidents, things lost, theft, bad news in the family, and no peace in their family life, separated from their beloved ones, see only dreadful things in their dreams, or are met by other calamities, disasters that befall them. If such sorrowful beings hear the name of Kusatagarbha Bodhisattva, or see his image, or chant his name for 10,000 times with deepest reverence, respect, their unhappiness will disappear gradually. They will live in peace and happiness. If virtuous people in the future, due to their personal business or public affairs, or any other important functions, have to travel through deep forests, to cross rivers or seas with strong rapids, or to walk on dangerous paths, such people, if they chant the name of Kusatagarbha Bodhisattva for 10,000 times, then wherever they go or whatever they do, they will always be protected by spirits and devas, and will have happiness and peace forever, even if they come across dangerous animals such as tigers, wolves, or lions. They can never do harm to such virtuous persons. Shakyamuni Buddha told Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva, the Bodhisattva of compassion, and the Dalai Lama is a reincarnation of the Buddha of compassion. The Kusatagarbha Bodhisattva has a close relationship with the sentient beings of Jambudvipa, our world. If you want to speak about the happiness and benefits which Kusatagarbha Bodhisattva confers upon sentient beings, it will take hundreds and thousands of kalpas, and still we will not be able to cover the full account. That is why you, Avalokiteshvara, through your supernatural power, should do your utmost to propagate the Kusatagarbha Bodhisattva Sutra, so that sentient beings in the samsara world will have the opportunity to enjoy happiness and peace for millions of kalpas. At that time, the Shakyamuni Buddha spoke again in stanzas. Even if we spoke for kalpas, we could not describe in detail Kusatagarbha Bodhisattva's supernatural powers, which are as many as the grains of sand in the Ganges River, which is in India now. Seeing, hearing, or paying homage to Kusatagarbha Bodhisattva, even for a moment of thought, will bring innumerable benefits to human beings as well as devas, heavenly beings. If human beings, dragons, or spirits are cast into the evil realms according to their karma, they will be exonerated from punishment if they take refuge in Kusatagarbha Bodhisattva. If people who have lost their parents or beloved ones during their infancy and wish to know where their deceased relatives are being reborn, Kusatagarbha Bodhisattva will transform himself into various manifestations and personally show them the places where their relatives are, providing they make images of Kusatagarbha Bodhisattva, pay homage to him, and continue to chant his name 1,000 times for 21 days continuously. Even though the deceased relatives have been cast into evil realms, they will be relieved of suffering by Kusatagarbha Bodhisattva. If they continue to chant and do virtuous activities, these persons will receive opportunity to attain Buddhahood. If people wish to practice the Bodhisattva career and get out of the three worlds of suffering, the world of form and no form, which includes desire and no desire, they should first pay homage to Kusatagarbha Bodhisattva image, and all their aspirations will be achieved and they will never come across any obstacles. Secondly, if people make a vow to chant sutras and lead erring beings to salvation, although they make a very good vow, but owing to their previous karma, they are very forgetful through bad memory. If such persons make offerings to Kusatagarbha Bodhisattva, such as scented flowers, clothing, food, and drink, or by placing a cup of pure water on Kusatagarbha Bodhisattva's altar for 1 day and 1 night, and then drink the water after praying, and if such person observes the 5 precepts, of 21 days, remembering or thinking of Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva's name with deep reverence. They will attain wisdom after seeing numerous transformations of Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva in their dreams. The 5 precepts: no killing, stealing, sexual misconduct, lying, and drinking alcohol. These are the rules for a householder, that if you take the 5 precepts, that's what they are. Killing, stealing, sexual misconduct, lying, drinking alcohol. I took the 5 precepts for the Dalai Lama a few years back. And remember, whatever sutra that comes to their ears, for hundreds of thousands of birds, they will attain such wisdom through the supernatural powers of Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva. Thirdly, if people suffering from poverty, sickness, misfortune in the family, separated from beloved ones, troubled dreams, unsuccessful in whatever they wish for, if such persons pay homage to Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva's image, all their undesirable conditions will disappear. They are protected by spirits and devas, angels, and will enjoy life with sufficiency in everything. If people come across dangerous animals, wicked people, fierce spirits, or devils, or natural disasters when they travel in the forest or across the seas, if they pay homage to Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva and make offerings to him, all of the forenamed disasters will be removed. Shakyamuni Buddha said to Avalokiteshvara, "Listen to me. To describe the supernatural powers of the Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva would take endless kalpas, and still I could not be able to enumerate them all. People receive great bliss if they hear Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva's name and pay homage to his image and make offerings to him. If they transfer their merit to the beings of the 10 quarters of space, they will be relieved out of the suffering of birth and death and finally attain Buddhahood. That is why, Avalokiteshvara, you must familiarize people in as many countries as the grains of the sands in the Ganges River, which is India, with incalculable attributes of Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva." So this was what was missing in chapter 12. For some reason it was deleted from the version dedicated to Hanue Fatahi, and then I restored the missing lines. So yesterday we stopped over here in chapter 13. Now we'll continue for maybe 1 or 2 paragraphs. At that time, Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva knelt down with clasped hands and spoke to Shakyamuni Buddha. "Honored of the world, please do not be worried. If any sentient beings of the future have only one thought of respect for the Buddha's teachings, I shall try to do the utmost to relieve such people out of sufferings of birth and death and lead them to salvation by numerous ways and means. If I come to know any persons who practice meritorious deeds, I shall make a strong effort to help them to proceed to Buddhahood without failing back." At that time, one Bodhisattva by the name of Dhammakaya Bodhisattva said to Shakyamuni Buddha, "Honored of the world, since I have come to this gathering and have heard the Buddha praising the inconceivable merits of Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva." So I will stop here. So we keep it under 10 minutes.